Hey everybody, it's me Marquita and I'm coming back with an update. As you can see, I chose light blue. Um, this is, let me see if it's showing up as blue as it really is. I think it's showing up a little lighter. Maybe a little lighter than it is in person. Yeah. But this is okay, so the black is black. This is real teal. And then the light blue part is Aruba C. Sorry. Y'all know I ain't got teeth. And I was just eating. Oh, you can't see what it is. Yeah. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. You don't like meat. And you're right. I don't like meat. I can stomach these because they're not the texture of actual meat, and I don't have teeth, so I pick the softest ones and I eat them. Really, throat? This is what we're doing? Trying to go out on me? I mean, I'm just saying. No. There's the fat man, and then there's the Ori baby. But, and look, Ori's laying on the cover. Laying beside the bucket. But anyways, I'm just happy that she's laying on the cover. Because I made it for her and for him. That's their cover. Both of them's their cover. But I made the rainbow one for Kita Cat. That woman stole from me. The 3 people. Won't go into that. This is supposed to be an update on this blanket. I am still very upset and very pettily, I don't even think that's a word. I'm very upset. And I know hating your heart, you will never heal. Look, like the Dixie chick said, I'm not ready to make nice. I'm not ready to back down. I'm still mad as hell to do what it is you think I should. And what people think I should is, oh, just, it happened. Yeah. And I'm still mad as hell. That was my babies. They were my babies. I was already in deep grieving. They were born December. And she stole in March. All I'm saying is, they were born in my bed. They were my babies. I raised them in my bed. Like literally when I said that they were born in my bed, I had like the little Sterilite thing, only the Sterilite box was a little bigger, and I had a bed tent, and I had that at the end of the bed tent, and that's where Ori went down to the bottom of the bed in her bed, and she had the babies. So she had my babies in that box. They were born in my bed. I was taking care of them in my bed. So when I say that they were my babies, they were my babies. And that bitch stole them. And I'm using it very derogatory. Bitch in the most defaming way. If I can go any vulgar, it's that word. Anyhow, this is a blanket update. This ain't about that. So, black, teal, and light blue. And then after I'm done with the light blue, it's going to be gray. As you can see, I put that on there so that it's not wrapped around it. It's just right there because it's sticky on that side. And I just did that so that it wouldn't unravel. But anyhow. So yeah, so that's the colors. And then after gray, I'm going back to, where's the black? I think the black might be in my bag. Anyhow, yeah, so that's the colors that I'm doing. It's black, teal, Aruba Sea, gray, and then black again. Until I get it as long as I want it. I'm pretty happy so far with the colors, but I'm still early in it. But like I said, the only reason why there's one of the black and then two teals and then there will be two light blues is because I could see these. That is a little harder. I won't know if there will be just one row of black or if it will be 2 rows of black. Hopefully, because it's going to be farther up in the blanket, that it will work out for me to do 2 rows, because I want to do 2 rows, and what I mean is front and back. So this is row 1, that's row 2, if you could see. And so that's what I want the black to also be like that. So far, this is just 1 row. And then this is 1, 2 row. And then I'm on the first row of the light blue. And then there will be another row after this one of the light blue. See, I'm on row, 1, 2. So I'm doing the second row right now. See, this is what row 1, this is what the first set of row. That's what I'm on. And then so I'm going this way. And then I flip it and start going this way. And then that, like once there's 4 going, like 4. And then when I flip it, it'll be 4. And so that'd be the second row. So right now I'm on the first row of 4s, and then after the first row of 4s is when you flip it, like I was trying to, like, you know, spin, like flip. Anyway, so you 4 down, and then you flip and 4 back, and then after the 4 back, that's when I will start with gray. So technically it's 4, right? And then 4 more, 8. So there'll be a total of 8 posts, 2 front, 2 back. 4 front, 4 back. Anyways, it makes sense if you understand. I might not be explaining it right, but like this. This was the 4 front, and then that's the 4 back. So, it's a total of 8. But anyways, that's the update. Today is the 30th. It is 8:08 p.m. That's why it's getting dark. That's why I got the light on. And 8:08 p.m. that is. You know, I have had a painful day today. Okay, so I know why I'm having a painful day. Let me say that. Because when I got up this morning, I didn't eat. But that's only because I didn't know if they were going to put me asleep. Like, just in case, because I didn't know how they were going to flush the port. But all they did was I laid there and like I got stuck like 4 or 5 times. It did not feel good. One, because it's a needle going into your chest. So yeah, that hurts. And then again, it's scar tissue, so they gotta put a needle basically through scar tissue to get to the port. If y'all want to know what port I have, hold on. I know you're like, why are you showing me your wrist? Hold on. This is the one I got, and that's what it looks like. You see the 3 holes? Yep. And that's what the needle looks like too. I think. Because it's flat like that. And like they stick it in. And that's what the port looks like right here. Like the little triangle right here. Hold on. The triangle with the 3 holes, that's the port. But, so that's why it was like, if they were able to basically, because the reason why I was like 3 or 4 times was because like the guy that was doing it, he was like, okay, like I'm hitting it, but it's not like you don't seem to be going in. And what it was is it was kind of sideways, so another nurse had to come in and like kind of maneuver it to where it's flat. And then she got it and she put saline through it, and it was like it's not like clogged or anything, and which is a good thing because I think I go back. Oh, I think they're back. Yep, they're back from the park. I go back in. I got a call, which like I'm good for 11 weeks. But I go back before that because they're wanting to they want to make sure, or they want to recheck my iron levels to see if it dropped. And hopefully hi. Yeah, so well I don't have the camera on like it's on, but
Hi guys.
yeah, that's Hannah. She is a mess. But yeah, so gotta get my iron rechecked to see if I need another round, which okay, so when I got the iron infusion last year, I was at a 10, it got up to a 12, which 13 is my normal, so it was almost up, and it continuously goes up, usually up to like 2 months. That's like me, my 2 months, and after 2 months, that's when it starts dropping again. So that's what we thought. And then in November of last year, it actually went up to 13. And we were like, oh, what are we doing? Is it the port? Okay, this is what I said. Was it the port? Was it the medicine? Is that what made because we don't know what made either my body maintain it longer, or if it just went up higher and was just now dropping. But like I said, when I went, it was at 13. I think it was 13.1. But like after, like the week after I got the infusion, like I started out at 10, and then it went up to like 12.9. And so it went up to 12.9. And then when in November it was like 13.1. And we were like, oh my gosh, like we were happy. We were like, oh, this might be the one. But so that was that. And then I went 17th, I think, of March. Today's the 30th. So I went on the 17th, and it was 12, I think, 0.8 or 12.9 or something like that. So I think it was 12.8. It was down a little bit, but it's back on the decline. And like I said, my normal is 13. So it's not that much lower than my normal. But it is starting to drop again. And so I didn't need another round, but that's why I have my port. And if insurance don't pay for the one that I got last time, it's not the cheapest, it's one of the cheaper iron infusions. Like the cheapest one is the one shot, the one dose, and my body can't handle that. The next cheapest is the 5, which is the Ventfer. My body is like, what you ain't gonna do. What we are not going to do is have Ventfer. And on Ventfer is because Ventfer is a 5 dose. It's 5 doses. That means I will have to go back 5 weeks, like 5 weeks, because it's only once a week. So 5 times, and then but Ventfer was like, what you ain't gonna do. And then this last one is the next cheapest. So with the cheapest is the one shot to start with a C, then Ventfer, then this last one that I had. It starts with an E. I can't remember what it is, but it starts with an E. That smells like teriyaki. Hello.
Locked himself in my room with me.
Okay, how did he lock himself in?
Because the door was cracked, and then he literally pushed himself against his head.
Buddy, you cannot stay in the room, buddy. You have to make sure that you can get out so you can get water and bites. Yeah, I know he said why. Because, Besk. Because. So like I was saying, the next one, the one that starts with the E is the last one that I had. And my body seemed to be okay. My body seemed to like that one. And then the most expensive one, the one that insurance is like, no. And the one that my body is like, yes, is the Injectafer. That one, my body was like, I like that one. It agrees with me. And insurance is like, but my pockets though. And I'm like, body, but the insurance pockets though. So that's why, but you have to at least have you have to try all of them before insurance. But like the one shot, they were like, oh yeah, we'll pay for that one. And my doctor was like, yeah, that ain't what we're gonna do. And so they're like, well, we will pay for. There was another one because it was like between 3, or it was between 5. Now it's just 4, and so there was one that would have been cheaper than the last one that I had, but what it was is it was 7. And insurance was like, yeah, we're not going to do that. Because it's like 7. And then 2 months later, it's another round of 7. And the insurance is like, yeah, we're not going to pay for 14. But them, the 14 keeps it up longer. They said that one works the best. But the insurance is like, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not even gonna even put that on the list as an option. So that's why there's 4 options, and I have literally tried all 4. And the 2 expensive ones is what my body, like I keep telling you, my body is bougie. I have a very bougie body. It doesn't like meat. It likes vegetables, but vegetables are more expensive than processed food. And my body is like, I am processed food. Do not give me no meat. Do not bring me no bad news. Evilini. That's what my body is. My body is evilini on them hoes. But hopefully y'all like the update on my blanket. And when I finish with the light blue, I will come back and give y'all another update. If tonight, it'll be tonight. If not, it will be tomorrow. I do have, so on the 1st, April the 1st, this is like no joke, I have another bone density scan, but not like the one that I had last year, because the one I had last year was the whole bone density scan, and that one was with radiation. How the nurse explained it to me today was like the one I have tomorrow is not radiation, and it's just for my spine and my hips, because that is what hurts. And maybe she can look at my kneecap, because my kneecap is also, my kneecap is like, look, you're fat. And my body is like, yeah, we're fat. And we need you to lose weight. But also, I'm not going to let you lose weight. Like I keep telling y'all, my body hates me. My body needs calcium, but it won't accept it. My body needs iron, but it won't accept it. My body needs vitamin D. It's like, yeah, we don't like outside. My body needs vitamin B12, and I can only get it through shots. So my body is like, no pills, shots only, infusions only, liquid only. So in order for me to get my vitamin B12 up, I have to get a shot. In order for me to get my iron up, I have to get infusions. In order for me to get calcium, I have to get it through food, which I am taking a little calcium thing from the endocrinologist, and I'm taking vitamin D2, not D3. D2, and the D2 is supposed to help you absorb calcium better. So that's why it's D2 and not D3. But D2 and D3, thyroid, and the calcium is all low, which affects your bones. I didn't know. Like, I was March the 17th years old. March the 17th, 2026 years old when I found out. And I know you're like, oh, you went to the endocrinologist and the hematologist on the 17th. I did. I went to the hematologist and the endocrinologist. Hematologist was for my blood. The endocrinologist was for my thyroid and my bones. Went to both of them on the 17th. Hence why when I had surgery on, technically it wasn't surgery. It was Nope, I had to go on the 18th. Was it? No, it wasn't the 17th. Yeah, okay, so I went to bariatric on the 17th, endocrinologist and hematologist on the 18th, colonoscopy on the 19th. That's what it was. So, yeah, of March. And then I'm going to the endocrinologist tomorrow for the bone density scan. So, yeah. I keep telling y'all, I know everybody's like, oh, you need to lose weight. I wish I could. I really don't wish I could because I like being fat. But if me losing weight will make me healthier, I would not even fight it. And I know that people think, oh, yeah, if you lose weight, it'll be better on your health. It's actually not. It's actually not. Like, my blood pressure is better when I'm fat. Like, and I know that don't even sound right, but yeah, my blood pressure and my pulse is more stable when I'm at a certain when I'm at a certain weight. I mean, my body also don't like protein but needs it. I can't take iron pills because I burp up bacon taste. And anybody that knows me know I hate the taste of bacon. I don't like the smell of bacon. Don't like the taste of bacon.
And guys, I can confirm that because every single time that I fix bacon, she don't like the smell of it.
Yeah, I hate the smell of bacon. But anyhow, that's the update on the video. On the blanket. Hopefully you like it. If you get another video tonight, it's just be an update. But if I don't update you tonight,
basically update part 2.
Well, it'll probably be part 3. If I give you an update tonight on the 30th, it'll be the 30th. If not, it might be later on the 1st tomorrow. Only because, like I said, got that doctor's appointment. And then after that, I don't think I have any more appointments. Yeah. And then I don't have therapy this Wednesday. So that's a good thing. I have it next Wednesday, I do believe. Yeah, make sure you don't pull the cord out. Okay. So yeah, update either tonight or tomorrow.